Hi, this is going to be a reading for the sign of Taurus from now until the end of September 2018. Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, the first card that you have now is the Page of Water. So for some of you, you may be having some new love come into your life, or the page can also represent a child. So some of you may have just had a child, and if it's not a child, some of you may be getting to know someone that is new. They can be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. If it's not a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or it's not a child, this is just basically saying that your intuition from now until the end of September is going to be really heightened. It's going to be a lot of things that's on your mind. You may be getting some messages or some new ideas, but just make sure you listen to yourself from now until the end of September. Then you have the Five of Earth. So some of you may be having some fears surrounding money. Some of you may be feeling like you're in a lack of money, or some of you may be feeling like some of you may just be having career issues right now as a whole. And so some of you may be just struggling with money, or you may be having uncertain issues regarding your employment, or you may not be happy necessarily with your job at this phase. You're just going through some changes right now from the end of September. You have Ace of Fire. So although that some of you guys may be having some financial issues at this point, you do have a new opportunity possibly for a career advancement. Some of you may actually be physically moving into a new home or into a new place. But the Ace of Fire says an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, and change your life now. So a lot of you just want a change, and a lot of you are probably reflecting on that and thinking about that from now into the end of September. You guys are, I was about to say October, so you guys may probably see more of that change happen in October. Right now, you're just feeling it. Some of you guys may actually be applying for new jobs, but you are going to have a new opportunity that's going to come your way, and it's going to be something that you want. And if you guys are moving, then that's going to go well. And whatever changes that you are thinking about actually doing, this card also means that it's no longer time to procrastinate. You actually need to start putting your plans in motion. This is not the time of your life of procrastination. This is a time in your life for action, Taurus. Then you have water. So some of you are maybe bored right now. Some of you don't feel fulfilled right now. Some of you may be regretting something or someone. If this is a relationship card, some of you are regretting someone or something, interacting with them. If this is not a relationship card, and it's just saying you, where you are emotionally right now, some of you just aren't, you feel lack emotionally. Some of you may feel like you're lonely, or you want some company, okay? Then you have the World. This is actually a good card, because this is basically saying it's a cycle, it's a change in your life. The reason why you feel this way, the reason why these things are happening, is because it's supposed to open your eyes. It's supposed to awaken you. When things are comfortable in our lives, then we don't change. When things are just great and wonderful, like, it doesn't give you another perspective. So it's like life wants you to see something from new eyes. And in order for you to see things from new eyes, you have to feel these negative emotions. You have to feel this lack so you can actually make the change. Okay? And this is why these things are happening. It's not because you're a failure. It's not because something's wrong with you. It's because it is time for you to make changes in your life. And when you make these changes, if you're doubting whatever changes you feel, it's something that a lot of you guys already know in your mind that you want to do. And the thing is that a lot of you guys are doubting your own decision. And what I'm getting is, don't doubt yourself. Feel that you want to do, and what your intuition is telling you is actually what you should be doing. When you do it and you believe in yourself, that's when things are going to change. You are no longer going to be repeating the same cycles, and you are no longer going to be repeating the same patterns, because these two cards here let you know that you are in a different cycle. you are feeling these things because the thing of the past was the old cycle. Now to move on. But the thing is, it's not going to happen on its own. You have to take the action. You're in control of that. This word card says a job well done, joy, contentment, gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. So even though you don't feel it, Taurus, even though you feel like everything is not how you may want it to be, just know it's a part of the process. And you feel like that because your cycles are changing and you are going to be taking action towards something different. The number 2 can mean like have faith. And it can also mean balance and compromise. So a lot of you need to get balance in your life again. The number 1 represents being assertive. It represents being independent. So a lot of you guys have to move forward. You can no longer go back. And it's going to take faith. It's going to take compromise. But the weird thing that I get is it's not necessarily compromising with others right now. It's more like compromising with yourself. It's like you're fighting yourself. You can't fight yourself. Okay? And I meant to bring my other cards, but I don't have it. For those that are focused on relationships, I just wanted to pull a romance angel card. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Renewal. It's time for change. Review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. A lot of you guys know what you want to do. Stop fearing it and just do it because it's what you're supposed to be doing. And that's different for everybody, but you guys know you're smart people. For those of you that are focused on relationships, let's just see what the romance angels have to say. Taurus. Codependency. See what else comes out. Okay. So some of you may be thinking about someone that you had children with, or some of you, like I said earlier in the reading, could have just had children. But whatever's going on in your life right now, children is definitely a factor for some of you. For some other you, some other of you has codependency. It could be any addictions that's affecting your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be drug addictions, although for some people it is, a lot of you Tauruses in the world. But if it's not drug addictions, it can be emotional addictions, in the sense that you look for your value through exterior means. And that causes you to be codependent on other things as opposed to being dependent on yourself emotionally. As long as you continue to look for outside means to make you happy, you're going to continue to feel this lack emotionally. Okay? And the last card you got is retreat. It is time for you guys to disconnect from the world. You got that Hermit Virgo card. I don't know where it is right now, but you got it somewhere. Basically, with the Hermit Virgo card, they're holding a lot of information. They're very intuitive. They're very smart, but some of them don't use their abilities. Some of them just hold it in and do nothing with it. You guys need to really reflect on what you want to do. You guys need a break. You guys need to take some time alone, whether you go get your nails done, a spa, or sit in your house and turn off your phone. But you guys are probably going to go in a time for the next couple of days or to the end of September where you really need to retreat and reflect on what you want your next move to be. And you are going to do that because you have the Ace of Fire. So you guys are going to actually decide what action you want to take. And you're going to do it. And when you do that, that's when you'll see change. All right, Taurus? So thank you for your reading. If you want to email me, you can email amira@gmail.com. And like my video, subscribe, and talk to you guys later. Thank you. Now it's time to get out this video. They probably be looking at these videos like, this lady never know how to get out the video.